All right, good morning, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires. I hope everybody's feeling incredible out there. Yo, reporting to you live from the world's only entrepreneur morning show. It's all about servant leadership, it's all about entrepreneurship, and every single morning we meet up right here to talk about mindset, skill set, and heart set that'll help you go further faster with less effort. This is the perfect time for you to kind of check in, rep your city, let them know what kind of business you have, but more importantly, how it helps other people. Like, what are you doing to add value to this planet that we're on? If you're just now tuning in, you can fast forward about 5 minutes in because that's when we'll get the real party started. But if you're tuning in live, rep your city right now, rep your business. What kind of business do you have? Let them know. Sometimes I'm like, describe your business without saying exactly what you do. That's what I try and tell people. Describe your business without saying exactly what you do. What kind of creative ways can you describe the problem that you solve? I hope that you are cool with that. Yeah, Ali. The reason I'm sitting like this is because Mr. Goins is out this joint. We cooling out, you know. Um, it's all good. Good morning, millionaires. Let them know we here. Share this thing. Share this thing. Let them know we are in the house. Like this thing, comment, share. Make sure you turn on your notifications. If you're watching on YouTube, turn on your notifications. Let's get it. Let's get it. Make sure you let them know where you're from. Yeah, good morning, Shelly. Let's get it. Let's get it. Good morning. Good morning. What's up, Hadassah? All right, let's go. Let's go. Some people are tuning in from Facebook. Some people are tuning in from YouTube. Some people are tuning in from Twitter. Some are tuning in from LinkedIn. But we all come together in this one place. For everybody else to see that you're here, you got to kind of shout yourself out. YouTube gang checking in this morning. What's up, Christina? Let's go. Make sure you share this with somebody. All right. Let them know we are in the house. Like this thing, comment, share, subscribe. So far this week, we've covered a few pretty cool things. Um, yeah, good morning. Good morning. Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Monday morning, we were talking about all right, but anyway, so on Monday we covered 6 signs your success is inevitable. And then on Tuesday we covered these 5 negative habits of insecure leadership. So hopefully you're able to check that out. We are right here at the time to go, so we about to go. Let's call in on the live line, everybody.
Hello, this is Les Brown, and you're in the right place at the right time because we're going to bring the millionaire out of you. Just hold on. Please enter your. Thank you. Please announce yourself. Good morning. All participants are muted. Entry and exit tones are off.
All right, good morning, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires. My name is Haziq Ali. I'm a revenue acceleration expert, a self-esteem development fanatic, starting with my own. And every single morning, our goal is to help you go further, faster, with less effort. Our whole idea is giving you just these little small pieces Somebody write this in the comments. Mastery is found in the nuances. And this morning, what I'm going to talk to you about are some nuances that have to do with communication. As we're getting this thing started up, let them know where you're from. If this is your first time joining us, we always try and figure out where the rest of our family is at, right? We want to know where we got people at. I see we got Plano, Texas in the house. Let's get it. I know we got Tulsa, Oklahoma up in here. Let's go. Let's go. Looks like we got Birmingham, Alabama in the house. Where else we checking in from? Pennsylvania's in here. What's up to the Luckett family? Macon, Georgia is in here. That's right, Aisha. Mastery is found in the nuances. Mastery is found in the nuances. Who else we got checking in this morning? Let them know. Wilmington, North Carolina is in the house. Let's get it. Let's get it. Houston, Texas is in the building. Let them know where you're from. Let them know where you're from. Oh, Houston checking in this morning. Christina from Houston, Shelly from Houston. Did y'all know each other? Let's go. Let's go. We got NYC in the house. Zoo York. Zoo York is in the building. Let's go. Dion, good morning, bro. Hope you're feeling good. That means Naptown is in the house. All right, let's go. Let's go. Atlanta, Georgia's in the building. All right, y'all. So check it out. The way we communicate, if you think about it, it largely kind of determines what we get out this thing called life, how we experience life. It influences how much money we make. It influences every relationship that we have or will ever have. It influences where we go in our career. It influences how fast or slow we grow our business. Millionaires' communication is of paramount importance. That's why right now I want you to rep your city. I want you to let them know what kind of business you have. I want you to communicate it. See, our income can be limited if we're unable to find the confidence to even let people know we have a product. If we're unable to find the confidence to even let somebody know we have a solution. If we're unable to find the confidence where we can ask for that raise or in that job interview, ask for that desired salary that we want. What if we want to ask for the sale? Check it out. The depth of our relationships become constrained if we don't have the confidence. What about the confidence to approach new people that you bump into? What about the confidence to resolve conflict and express ourselves? What about the confidence to stand up for ourselves and express our boundaries and therefore indicate our personal standards? Can you agree with me that if you don't have a level of confidence in your communication skills, you find yourself shrunk in all these different areas, right? All right, cool. So we all on the same page with that. How do we actually practice this art? A lot of times we wing it, right? We learn as we go. And unfortunately, throughout our lives, most of us pick up some devastating yet subtle habits that are destroying our conversation skills, and we don't even know what's happening. Some of the biggest problems that we have is that we think some of these habits that we have are really good communication tactics when they ain't. Whenever I'm coaching leaders, whenever I'm coaching professionals, whenever I'm coaching entrepreneurs, how to elevate human performance, I'm going to tell you something. It always centers around elevating their level of empathy. It always centers around understanding human behavior on a different level. So what I got for you this morning is 5 different tips that you can use to instantly connect with people that you meet. I got 5 different hacks for you that are going to help you instantly connect with anybody you meet. If you're ready, somebody say, I'm ready to connect. I'm ready to connect. I'm ready to connect. I'm ready to connect. Let me see it. I'm ready to connect. That's right. That's right. Okay, okay. Let's go. Charlotte's in the house. Let's go. Let's go. Fort Worth, Texas is in the building. Okay, Mimi's in the house. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready to connect. Let's go. Oh man, these business owners is checking in. I love it. I love it. I'm ready to connect. Let's go. All right. Here's the first one I want you to realize if you want to be better at communication. Check it out. Watch your body language. Watch your body language. That's the first little hack I got for you. Watch your body language. When somebody's talking, y'all, their subconscious is on the lookout to constantly watch to see if you're interested in what they're saying or not. Can anybody relate to that? Can anybody relate to that? How many of us can say, yeah, that's me, I do that too? See where the empathy comes in? There's that empathy thing. See, we always can recognize we do something, or should I say, we can always recognize when something's being done to us, but it's always a little bit more difficult to catch it when you're doing the thing that annoys you to someone else. Check this out, y'all. Watch your body language. Say, watch your body language and give me a share, y'all. People are constantly looking at us to see if we're interested or not. It's a defense mechanism to make sure we ain't headed for embarrassment or we ain't headed for pain from this environment. So our brain is looking at everything from micro expressions. You know, sometimes you hear me talk about that. Like when you say something to somebody, you'll see a little flash of how they really feel before they can put that mask back on. You know what I'm saying to you? If you look close, you can tell if you're annoying the crap out of somebody. If you look close, you can tell if you're frustrating somebody. If you look close, you can tell if that comment was out of line because of micro expressions. You might didn't catch it with your conscious mind, but your subconscious mind saw it. You got to learn to pay attention. Our brain is watching, y'all, everything from micro expressions, facial gestures, words that are spoken, body language. What I'm asking you to do is watch it this morning. When you're listening to somebody, you don't understand it, but your eyes are telling the tale. Your eyes shouldn't look away longer than a few seconds. Minute you start staring at other people in the room, minute you start looking at the TV screen, oh my God, you pull out your phone in the middle of the conversation, you're sabotaging the conversation, y'all. Now it makes the other person feel like what they saying ain't even important. You just now ruined their confidence. They had jewels they were going to pour into you, maybe. Oh, maybe the jewel wasn't about some life secret that they were going to help you unlock because they understand something you don't. But maybe you were going to pick up a jewel about how to be a little bit more intentional with your attention you're paying, right? Maybe you're going to learn a little jewel about how to make someone smile when they're having a bad day. You never know what you could pull out of this conversation. But I'm gonna tell you what you can't do. A lot of times you can't do it on accident. Millionaires, you can't make this other person feel like what they're saying ain't important. Be aware of how you're listening to other people. A good idea is to ask some of your family and friends if there are anything that you do that throw them off when they're talking to you. I dare you. Can somebody say, ask a family member for feedback? Ask a friend for feedback. If you're going to ask a friend, put friend. If you're going to ask a family member, put family member. Who are you going to ask for feedback so we can see how well you communicate or how many opportunities for improvement there are in your body language, in your lack of a poker face. Right, Aisha? Yeah, good morning, Kimberly. Okay, then, let's get it. Let's get it. That's right. You got to watch your body language. That's exactly right. That's right. You got to watch your body language. Everybody with me? Everybody with me? Ask a friend for feedback. Ask a family member for feedback. Ask a family member for feedback. I see we got a lot of people that are going to, yeah, I hear you, Allie. Ask a friend for feedback. Ask a family member for feedback. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, here's the second one. Don't steal their spotlight. Somebody give me that in a share. Don't steal their spotlight. Don't steal their spotlight. Dale Carnegie wrote Critical. I'm talking about this book is critically important to your growth when it comes to emotional intelligence, which is the number one skill of this automated future we're moving into, for my money. In my humble opinion, the number one skill is emotional intelligence. Check this out. And how to win friends and influence people. What Dale Carnegie says is, you need to focus more on being interested than interesting. I think he says it like, you can win more people in a week of being interested than you can a month of trying to be interesting. What am I saying? I'm saying don't steal their spotlight. If you're in a conversation with somebody and they're talking, let them have the stage. A lot of times you think by interrupting their story and relating it to your own life, you're helping them out. You think that's a good way to enhance the connection. Remember in the beginning, I said a bunch of the stuff that we do that's horrible, we actually think it's good. So we do it over and over again and see how we can be better at doing something that's horrible. This is a great example of that. Check it out. It's true when you do it sparingly, but millionaires, there's nothing worse than somebody that overdoes this. It comes off as you are a toxic narcissist. Everything is not freaking about you, right? How are you supposed to build trust with somebody if every time they start talking, they feel like you about to jump in? Not only does it interrupt their focus, not only does it retract their emotional investment in the conversation, but now they're going to be hesitant to talk to you at all because you're annoying. Here's the third one I got for you. Watch being distracted. Watch being distracted. You know the number one way that we can tell you're distracted? Yeah, give me that. Number 3, watch being distracted. Watch being distracted. And whichever one of these annoy the crap out of you, I dare you ask your friends and family if you do it. Watch being distracted is number 3, though. Watch being distracted. Everybody with me? Watch being distracted is number 3. If you love somebody, call them out when they do this. This one is number 2. Any of y'all ever use filler comments, right? You got the best of intentions, but eventually the person hits your boundary, they hit your patience level, they hit your amount of attention deficit disorder, and you clock out. But you don't let them know you clocked out. You're still on the phone with them. They're just getting started. They're just in the first 10 minutes of a full hour-long story. So what do? You pull out your phone and start scrolling, but to make them understand that the phone didn't disconnect, so they can be done with this story, right? You start going, yeah, okay, gotcha. Meanwhile, they just now said they caught COVID, and you're like, gotcha. They know you're not listening. Millionaires, if you're using these filler comments, understand you're in dangerous territory, especially if you're trying to connect with somebody. If you're trying to connect, you got to watch for these filler comments. Millionaires, all this interesting, okay, yeah, when it does not lock in with what they were just saying, it makes them feel very disrespected. It makes them feel it's very obvious that you are distracted and you're going to go backwards now. Multitasking is at an all-time high, y'all. So don't judge yourself. Don't judge them too harshly. We've all been conditioned to do this. But this morning, we're talking about how to improve, like we do every morning, right? So if you're not called out on it, you might never realize how disrespectful and obvious this is to the other person. So here's the general rule. Try to listen to other people the way you'd want to be listened to. Everybody with me? Everybody with me? Somebody say, listen to others the way you want to be listened to. Listen to others the way you want to be listened to. If you agree with that, and then give me a share. Listen to others the way you would like to be listened to. I cannot wait to see in the comments later on which one of these is your big area for improvement. Which one of these is your big opportunity for improvement? The biggest room in the world, y'all, is the room for improvement. The room for improvement. Yeah, listen to others the way you want to be listened to, Simone. Simone headed to Puerto Rico, I heard. Y'all gonna see Simone out here tomorrow. Listen to others the way you want to be listened to. That's exactly right. Come on, you got to participate. Lock this stuff in your mind. Type it out, y'all. Listen to others the way you want to be listened to. Listen to others the way you want to be listened to. Let's go. I like that co-room. If you know, you know. Listen to others the way you want to be listened to. Let's go. Yeah, Miss Deborah. Yeah, Cindy. Let's go, Latina. Listen to others the way you want to be listened to. All right, here's number 4. Don't pretend you know everything. Stop being a know it all. Stop being a know it all. When we're talking with other people, we always want to come off all erudite. Y'all like that? Threw you the little SAT word, erudite. Look that joint up. I pulled that joint in conversation the other day. One of my friends was like, one of my friends was like, erudite. Y'all know that word? That's today's word of the day. Look that joint up. Erudite. Erudite. One of my friends the other day was like, man, why you always go, you know what I'm saying, after you drop some jewel? She's like, do you do that on purpose? I was like, yeah, I do. She's like, why? I was like, because I don't want to come off all erudite. Look it up. Look it up. See what I'm saying? But you know what some of y'all would do? I know what that means, right? Because you want to be a know it all. Check this out. Don't pretend like you know everything. We a lot of times want to show we're educated. We want to show how knowledgeable we are. It can be hard for some people to admit they're learning something new for the first time. Many leaders find it really difficult to take advice, right? Anybody can relate to this? Because as a leader, you kind of feel like you need to know everything. You kind of feel like you need to be the one giving the guidance. Can anybody relate to that? We got any leaders in the house? Check this out though. On the other side, you know, employees, even if you find yourself in a situation where the power dynamic is reversed, now you want to prove yourself. So you don't want to expose any of your weaknesses. Check this out. We've all, though, been in a conversation where we think we're bringing up something important only to hear the other person barely acknowledge it, right? They barely acknowledge it. Or worse, they tell you, how many of y'all can relate to this with memes? We all got this person we send the funny meme to, and they're like, I've seen that already. Okay, meme lord. You know what I mean? Oh, Lord of memes. Okay, you got more free time than me, or you're using your time worse than I am because you're scrolling all the damn time, right? Why does that get that reaction out of me? Because you're being a know it all, right? Meme Lord. You feel so insecure. You got to tell every, right? Check it out. It doesn't matter your title. It doesn't matter your experience. If you want to connect with somebody, much less influence them, millionaires, you got to make them feel valued. I know you already know. We know. You're super smart. You're super smart, right? Check this out. Number 9 in Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People lays it out. Make the other person feel important and do it sincerely. Somebody write that out. Somebody write that out. Yeah, that's how I am, Miss Deborah. I look for somebody to learn from. I feel like if I'm the smartest person in the room, we all jacked up. We all in trouble, baby. I ain't that smart. I need to be the smartest person in every room. You hear me? If I'm the smartest person on my team, why are these fools around me? Everybody you see around me knows something I don't know. Everybody you see around me is an expert at something that I have no idea what I'm doing in that area. Do you hear me? But if you're pretending you're a know-it-all, your circle ain't like that. You're the big fish in a small pond. Everywhere you go, you got yes men. You don't have friends. You got an entourage, right? Let me tell you what you're doing. You're heading for failure. Oh, you feel good. This is what we mean by most people have a dirt road to heaven and a highway to hell. See that? That's gonna go over somebody's head. You know what I mean? Be aware of your ego, man. Try to stop it from controlling your behavior. Stop pretending you know everything. Because here's a secret: we already know you don't. We already know. We already know you don't. All right, here's number 5. This is the last one I got for you. Yeah, make the other person feel important and do it sincerely. Straight mindset, right, Hadassah? straight mindset mixed in with a little bit of heart set. Hey, check it out. Before I give y'all this last one, this is the last thing I'm gonna share with you. If you haven't joined the email list yet, go to millionaireminded.com and put your name on that email list. That's super important. If you haven't done that yet, go to millionaireminded.com and join the newsletter. Every Friday, the world's most incredible newsletter comes out. And if you didn't check last week's newsletter, you need to go do that. We gave you this incredible tip for following up. If you're any kind of sales leader or entrepreneur, you're going to love this tip we gave you for following up. So make sure you check that out. All right, here's number 5, plan ahead. The will to win is really the will to prepare. Somebody write that out. The will to win is really the will to prepare. Anybody out there read last week's newsletter? On a scale of 1 to 10, how was last week's newsletter? If you read it, scale of 1 to 10, I'm trying to get everybody that's watching or that watches a replay to understand the value in that newsletter. Is that thing incredible? We split it every week into mindset, heart set, and then skill set. And there's all these little sections. You can read the whole thing in about 7 minutes, man. So join the newsletter, join the newsletter. All right, here's number 5, plan ahead. Yeah, appreciate that, y'all. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. My man Dion said it was a 9. How could I have made it a 10, Dion? Y'all see what I did with the feedback? I ain't mad he gave me a 10. I want to know how I can make it better. He got some feedback for me. Y'all hear what I'm saying to you? Millionaireminded.com. That's right. That's right. Plan ahead. The will to win is really the will to prepare. I don't even know what you meant by that, Dexter. But I threw you on the screen anyway. He's like, I need Newsweek. I don't know if he was saying the news. I don't know. What do I know? All right, here we go. Number 5 is plan ahead, y'all. This is the last one I got for you. We out of here. If you're somebody who gets nervous, so you freeze up in conversations, plan your stuff in ahead, man. Plan your stuff ahead. Like, this isn't so that you become robotic and you turn the conversation into an interrogation, because that's the problem with doing too much planning. Question number 2 must come after question number 1. No matter what they just said that they were fighting a bear last weekend, and you ignored that and went on to question number 2. What's wrong with you? They just now said something interesting. Get involved, man. Wake up. But on the other side of that, what we're saying is plan ahead a little bit, right? Not so you turn into a robot, but to ease your mind so you can get out your head, so you can be confident. The will to win is really the will to prepare. You can get through any conversation by becoming a master asker. Somebody write that in the comments. I am becoming a master asker. What a good affirmation. I am becoming a master asker. I can think of 3 different solutions. 3 different solutions. Yeah, Ali, tell them. Ask, is it a black bear or a brown bear? I mean, dang. You're just going to skip over the fact they just fought a bear? Nah, you just didn't listen. That's right. I'm becoming a master asker. What an affirmation. I'm becoming a master asker. What an affirmation. 3 different solutions you need to have some questions set up for. 1, a networking event. A networking event. 2, meeting somebody at a social event. 3, bumping into a friend. That's 3 different situations that probably need 3 different types of questions. Am I right? Anybody know my favorite question? Let me see who out there is really millionaire minded. Who knows my favorite question of all time for a business event? Anybody know this? The key is to ask questions that are not invasive. If somebody can tell me my favorite question, I'm going to cash app them $20. Who can tell me my favorite networking question of all time? What's your best guess? You want to ask questions that make the person have to think about their response. You don't want the question to be invasive, but you want them to have to think about their response, right? And the great thing is, not only does your conversation get more interesting, but now you're much more memorable. My man Earl the Pearl got it. but he's already on the payroll. Oh, Vita scored that joint. There you go, Vita. That was a pretty good quick way. Jerry's like, so what's your social security? Nah, what's your credit card number? If you want to go there, that would be my super favorite. But yeah, Vita Lachey, that's my favorite question of all time. How would I know if I'm in front of your perfect customer? You know, I run into people all the time. How would I know if I ran into your favorite customer? That is my favorite of all time. So Vita, send me your Cash App. Send me your Cash App, baby girl. All right, y'all, we out of here. I hope this was helpful. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, man. Oh, before we go, while I'm putting the affirmation number on the screen, right? If you read the last newsletter, let me see Reddit in the comments. If you read that thing, I'm telling you. And then the newsletter before this one, we gave you a way to make Facebook just give you all the leads you need for your business. Am I right? Man, them newsletters is cold. Yeah, good. Okay, Coach Carvel read that joint. My man JG read it. Allie in the house. Yeah, Miss Deborah read that joint. Jessica checked it out. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, some good ones. All right, y'all, we out of here. Repeat after me. Say it like you mean it. If your phone line tries to charge you to call in, just text message call me to 667-776-4961. 667-776-4961. Text message call me to the same number and it'll call you back. You'll hear my mentor come on the line and we out of there. I repeat after me, millionaire. Say it like you mean it. I am so happy and grateful. And money comes to me easily and frequently and in all kinds of ways.